And welcome back, everyone, to the Eat, Drink, Explore Sunday Fun Day show. It is now 9:49 in the morning. I'm your host, Randall White, and we are rounding out the second hour of our program. Time for our weekly Explore California segment, heard each week through December. It is our goal to give you some good ideas for enjoying yourself, or perhaps with the holidays coming, some gift ideas that will be used and enjoyed. We are now officially in November, so I feel comfortable talking about buying gifts for the holidays. The best part is we have found an organization that pulls together a huge range of activities. We're not talking about items that you buy. We're talking about experiences that you will buy. And teaming up with us to give you 15% off should you decide you want to explore some of these fun options. You know, we use this segment all the time anyway to talk about things to do around the state. I thought, well, with the holidays coming, why not team up with someone that can give us a wide range of things to do, but also offer a discount, which, hey, we can all save a buck, right? Today, we're headed into the big, beautiful blue skies above California, where views of the Golden State are, of course, spectacular and far-reaching. One of the best ways to attain this vantage point is through a personal air tour or even a flying lesson. If you, think you might want to become a pilot someday, why not? Michelle Geib with Xperience Days is on the line right now. She's on the Eat, Drink, Explore live line. So, Michelle, when it comes to private air instruction or aerial tours, clearly there are a lot of options throughout California, but you've got some of the most popular and, more importantly, maybe some of the most well-respected in the state, and that is important with something involving flight.
That's true, and we do. We have a handful of great flight schools that we work with throughout the state, and we feel great about sending our customers to those schools, and they're definitely trusted and well-respected in the aviation industry.
I like that you do that with all of the companies that you work with, whether
Yes.
it's the biking companies that we talked about last week or the wine tours. You had all the different details on the wine tours and how they are good for the environment or whatever it may be. But in this case, we are headed up into the air, and the photo we're showing right now, if you're watching our video simulcast at eatdrinkexplore.com, is the Monterey Peninsula, and from up above, courtesy of Wikipedia, is where I got the photo. But there is a company in Salinas that will take you up and give you some flight lessons. Are they flight lessons, or is that one just a visual tour?
This is a flight lesson. So just about 15 miles east of Monterey, we work with a company called Aerodynamic Aviation, and they operate flight tours and flight lessons both out of Salinas and the Bay Area. So for this particular flight, you do get to take the controls and actually learn how to fly a plane.
Oh, wow. I had a friend offer me to do that when I was just out of high school. He already had his pilot's license, and I was too afraid to do it. I just couldn't do it. But I guess if I had a trained instructor and that's all they do, in this case, then that might be kind of fun.
Yeah, it is. I mean, everyone, you're going to be in the plane with a certified flight instructor. They're going to do the takeoff and landing, but you get to sit in the co-pilot seat and take the controls and actually fly a plane yourself with the comfort of knowing someone's next to you, just in case.
Just up Highway 101 from there in San Jose is another tour, and instead of just or instructional tour, I should say, instead of just flying a plane, we're talking acrobatics. You can do acrobatics in the skies over Silicon Valley.
You can, and it is a little crazy. We have had a few people lose their lunch on these flights because it is a little bit dramatic, but it's fun, and it's someone who is more adventurous, not just wanting to fly, but actually doing some flips and rolls. This is the flight lesson for them, for sure.
Wow. I think I might lose my lunch because, when you just go over a little bump in the road, sometimes you can get that woo feeling. But we're talking about some major rolls that they do in the skies here. But for some people, that's that's their cup of tea, and so this would be the experience for them. Also out of San Jose are complete tours of the bay where you can see some of the major landmarks like the Golden Gate Bridge and such.
That's right. You would leave from San Jose from the Reed Hill View Airport, but this is an hour-and-a-half long flight, so you get to go all the way up to the Bay Area and get to see everything from the skies. You can also, for this flight, take the controls and fly the plane a little bit as well, or you can just take in the views.
So even with this one, with the tour, they'll allow you to grab control. How many seater is it? Do you know? Is this like a one-person?
This is a four-seater. So for this particular flight, you can even bring someone along with you. They can take pictures and take in the views from the back seat while you either take in the views or take the controls.
Yeah, Michelle, I saw that on your website and was really surprised at how affordable it was, because I looked up some other ones online, and for that hour, how long is it? An hour and a half or so?
Hour and a half, and it's just under $300.
Yeah,
so it's $294.
And I'll tell you right now that there were some other companies online that had a very similar tour, and it was double that price, and that was just for one person.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then add into that the 15% off,
Right. And the chance to learn to fly a plane a little bit.
Yeah. It would be kind of fun to be able to say that you've done that at some point.
Exactly.
All right,
Definitely a bucket list item.
For sure. Now let's head. Now we've been talking fixed wing aircraft up until this point, but now we're headed down to Los Angeles, where you can take the controls of a helicopter.
You can, and this is quite exciting. It's a little bit different than flying a plane. So you actually use your feet and your hands when you fly a helicopter. And this introductory lesson you can do by yourself or upgrade to a larger helicopter and bring a friend to come and watch your flight lesson from the back seat as well.
Now, I got to tell you, Los Angeles is so expansive that being in the skies above L.A. really gives you a sense for how there can indeed be, 8 million plus people just in that little area.
Exactly.
There's a picture that we're showing online right now at eatdrinkexplore.com that is a view that I took over Los Angeles for a flight I took out of LAX, headed down to Mexico City, and I had an electronic device on when I wasn't supposed to, but now the FAA says that's okay. So so I feel that it's okay to mention it. Anyway, Michelle Guy, XperienceDays.com. That's the letter X, XperienceDays.com. You can find a link at eatdrinkexplore.com as well. Thank you for joining us, Michelle. Oh, and we should mention the promo code is EDE. Make sure you enter that so you can get your 15% off. Michelle, have yourself a great week. We'll talk to you next week.
Thanks, Randall.
All right, everyone. Thank you for joining us here on the Eat, Drink, Explore Radio Network. I'm your host, Randall White. We'll catch you here next week as well.
You've been listening to the Eat, Drink, Explore radio program. If you missed any of our segments today, look for them online or through our free Apple and Android apps. Catch you back right here next week.